Very good morning to everyone present over here. Today we will be starting with the page structure uh, and we will study about it in more detail. Alright, how we can divide a whole HTML page into different parts. Suppose when you just go into blogging site, there it is more clearly visible that the whole web page has been broken down or fragmented into smaller parts, which are really useful in identifying the various components of the web page. ठीक है, तो let's see what are all of them. तो पहला वाला जो point है, this part is called the header, not the head. All right, here we are calling it with as header. All right, we are calling it as header. The next part is the part which contains the, and it can be which created by using the header tag. All right, the next part of our code, sorry, the next part of our web page is the nav part, or the part which contains the navigation bar and all, and other options, clickable options. All right, so this is the nav bar part. The next part is this part. This part is called the section. Okay, use the section tab. And this is called aside. Aside in the sense this creates a automatic side on the right hand side of the web page. This is called article, and the lower part is called footer. Alright, so this is the whole distribution of a web page. So at a glance, header defines a header for a document or a section. Nav defines a set of navigation links, we can say. Section defines section in a document. Article defines independent or self-contained content. Aside actually defines content aside from the main content, like you can say like a sidebar. Footer defines for a document. Footer is actually the lower part of our page, or lower section of our document. All right, and we can use other tags like details and summary as well. That the detail defines the additional details that the user can open and close on demand. Okay, simple click, read more. You click it, it elongates, and when you click read less, the the amount of text which has been displayed to you reduces. Summary and the summary is used uh, basically for defining the headings for the detail element. All right, so let's see one by one how what we are actually talking about. Let's see one or two of them, because so it will get. So guys, we are back again to the coding part, and let's implement section. All right, what section is, because header and footer we can do, or you can try it, but let's see one of them, and let's try out section. So often we call them as HTML semantics. ठीक है, तो ये HTML semantics क्या है? I am discussing it in a few minutes. Let's see what a section, how a section actually works out. ठीक है, so this I have created a section, and now inside this section I'm going to include a header which will be of size h1, let's say, h2, we can say h2, and let's name it as something university. Right, named it university, and now I'll be adding a paragraph to it. So let's add university is a place where people use to complete higher education. And now let's see the result. Let's save it. Sorry. So as you can see, a section has been created separately, and you keep on adding more and more text to it. You will see this is how section works. So, so where we were at HTML semantics. So basically, HTML semantics are a set of elements that clearly defines its meaning both to the browser and the developer. ठीक है, non-semantic elements जैसे कि div, span, ठीक है, tells nothing about its content. ठीक है, जैसे कि for example, there are various kind of other semantics like span. Span पढ़ के हमको कुछ समझ में नहीं आता या फिर all right. But there are some elements or tags in HTML like form, table, article, which clearly defines ki, beta, what are the things you are containing. All right. So this is called semantics. You can imply any kind of tags which I have discussed earlier in this video, like header, aside, and you can see the results popping up. All right. So I hope you give try to all the semantics and get up to me in case you get any kind of doubt in the doubt sessions which will follow in the weekend. Thank you.